Welcome back to another Minekingdoms video. So today we're going to start off by doing something I should have done a long time ago, and we are going to get the hot boots going. Miners will no longer die to lava and fire. It's exactly what we need. And then what we are going to get next is we're going to start trying to go down this tier of different buildings, the glass blower, the mechanic, the sifter, we're going to get sieving. I want to get all of these different buildings. We have a lot of idle citizens right now that are eating our food and not providing any work. So we need to get this changed. So I'm working on increasing our blacksmith to level 3. But while we are working on that, though, we can also get a fisher built so that we can start getting a fisher to level 3. That way we can unlock the sifter. I don't exactly know what the sifter is going to do, but this space is going to be nice because buildings can minimum stock 50% more, which is always a good thing. And then we can also soon get Warehouse Master by upgrading our sawmill to level 3. I don't exactly know what Warehouse Master does, but I think it just makes your warehouse more efficient. And then after I get all of this done here, we will probably move on to trying to upgrade this to a level 4 university, and we can start to get some great stuff like citizen block break speed increased. We can get place speed increased even more. We got to get that blacksmith level up though. So that is the goal. Before we get right into the new stuff, I want to show you my developments since last video. I've been on for a few hours getting stuff ready for today. So if we look here, we now have a Fletcher. The Fletcher was required to start that hot boots. And then we can take a trip over here really quickly to our farming district, and we can see the progress we've made. It doesn't really look like too much, but I promise it has taken a long time to get all these buildings up and operational. So we have upgraded the housing. This is upgraded now. That house is upgraded now. This one down here is almost built, super close. You can see the outline now because of you lovely people in the comments. Thank you so much for giving me the advice that these builder goggles exist. So I can toggle those on and off, and I can see what the finished products will look like, which is going to help a lot with building specifically the wall. I haven't really done any more work on the wall quite yet because all of my builders are busy. I might build another builder just for my wall builder and have him specifically work on the wall. I don't know about that. Alrighty, but now I want to get this fisher placed. I don't know if I have to build them by the water. I've not even looked at this outline, but we can build like right up to the water right here. And if it's not good enough, I can build a guard tower out here to get this expanded even more. But we're going to see if we can just get it down with this here. So we're going to go to agriculture. Is it husbandry? It is husbandry. So I don't know why you didn't appear. Let's restart this. Craftsmanship, no agriculture, husbandry, fisher hut, alt fisherman. Yes, so it does want water access. See, like we've placed it up there, and then, oh, that's actually kind of like a dock. So we actually want it to be like, oh man, this is going to be a weird building. There's water all around this one, like completely surrounding it. How does that make any sense? What about regular fishermen? Does this one make more sense? Yeah, this one makes more sense. You can actually get onto the dock of the building. So you can get on this way, and then you can walk around. Okay. Now, is that water where it's supposed to be? Yes. Okay, so I like this placement, but it's not going to let us place this because we are outside of the colony, right? Yes, partially outside the colony. So we're going to have to get a guard tower going. Probably we'll build one like right here. It should expand over there once it's a level 2. So we'll get that working first. So while I craft this, so my goal for the colony right now overall is to get all of the buildings placed, like one of each type, even if they're not super useful. Get a glass blower, get a crusher, get a sifter, get a fisher, get everything placed, get everything leveled up in the capital. I want the capital to be, if we need something, we can put in the resources, or maybe not even put in the resources. If we need something, it just gets done. I don't want to have to babysit the capital because I want to be able to move on to other sections. So let's get this built here. This is what I do every time I build a guard tower. As I'm killing mobs, I just keep the bows because I know I'm going to need guard towers, so I don't even have to craft bows. So there we go, 2 more guard towers. But yeah, I like that right now. When I want something built, I barely have to like put anything into it. They generally do it all themselves, and I want that to continue. But I know as I keep going up the tiers of buildings, it's going to be harder and harder to actually do that. So, I actually think I want the guard tower right here. So anyway, it's important to start to get these like weird buildings that normally are like, nah, I can just smelt my own glass. That's not that big of a deal. Um, it's important to start to get those done because like when I'm off, let's say I'm off working over here in this section, I'm trying to start having this getting going. I'm still going to have building requests and stuff happening in the capital because I'll still be technically in the colony. They will still be working, but I don't want to have to keep coming back and forth between this area and this area. Like, oh, hey, I need 6 pieces of glass. Now I have to come all the way over here, give them 6 pieces of glass, and go all the way back. So I want this place to be as self-sufficient as possible. And that will also help me if I set up like some type of railroad around the citizen, or not the citizen, around the colony. That'll help um my capital to be able to deliver resources to my like satellite cities out here. So that's kind of the goal right now. I want to, before I move on to really working on this area, which is going to be my next area. This is huge. This is a lot of area that we could work with. I want to make sure that the capital here is fully self-sufficient, and I also want to expand it because the capital, okay, down here, we kind of decided this farm is not going to be a part of the capital. I mean, it's farmland, it's nice, but with a wall is not going to cover this. So the wall again is going to go up around here, all the way up here, go around. And I think we're going to make it go in a circle around the water. I think it'd be cool to incorporate this lake somehow. Maybe get a couple more fishers when they're fishing the lake. I don't know. Um, but instead of going like jagged around this lake, we're going to go around it to make it nice and smooth. We're going to have this go around here, encompass all of this, and then link back up, probably like this. Link back up on this hill. This hill is going to kind of be like a natural wall for us. We're not going to build a wall here. It's going to provide natural protection. So anyway, we're going to get this guard tower going. We're going to get this fisher going. And then we will start leveling these things up so we can get more and more research. We're going to get a crusher. We're going to get a glass blower. We're going to get a sifter. We're going to get everything. Also, something I wanted to point out was I really like what I did with this Fletcher here. When I was placing this Fletcher, I was looking at this building as if it was level 5 and the Fletcher as if it was level 5, and I kind of meshed them together. And I think as of right now, it looks really good. I don't know how it's going to look when it levels up more, but that just looks like it belongs. That overhang with the Fletcher. Unfortunately, the Fletcher doesn't live here. Maybe I'll upgrade this building so the Fletcher can live here, but I really like how this little set of building works. And I'm going to try to do that in more areas here to use up some space more efficiently. And there's some weird areas like this too that it feels like I'm wasting space. But once this barracks grows, once our town hall grows, you will see that there's not actually going to be that much space to walk between here. So I'm trying to use all the space efficiently while not just lining buildings all up in a straight line. So that is the plan. As I was waiting for this blacksmith to level up, I have a question for you guys because you guys are so knowledgeable in the comments. What is the point, besides research, to leveling up past the level 3 blacksmith? Is there a point? I know you can get more recipe slots, but how many recipes in Minecraft take some type of metal? I know we can have like stone tools, iron tools, diamond tools, probably, and iron bars and iron nuggets and all that, but like, is there a point? Do they work faster? Do they use less resources potentially? Like, what's the point? The more and more I'm playing this, the more and more I realize how much these farmers suck. If we just watch her, like, look how slow this is. I don't I don't know what we can do to speed this up. I've tried giving her iron tools, diamond tools. You know, this is a level 3 farmer. This should not be this slow. And her stats,
Tis a
by the way,
fine
too,
day.
pretty darn good. 26 stamina, 20 athletics. I mean, you can get a little better than that, but not too much better than that. So I don't know what we're supposed to do. If there's anything I'm missing with the farm, please let me know, because right now it feels super weak, because this happens all the time. Look at this. Nobody's working because everyone's hungry because the farm is way too slow. I wish my people were bird people. I wish they were bird people so they could just eat all my seeds. I have like 17 million seeds. My base, I have a barrel full of seeds and an overflow chest because I have just so many seeds. I need to build a composter. Okay, I think I put enough food in for now. It's going to be loud, but everyone's in here munching. Everyone's got some potatoes. Everyone's got some bread. I know one thing I can do that will help is if we come over here to the university. There's some research I can eventually get. I think I might actually be able to get this now. Called Gourmand? Yes. 32 cookies, but it makes them have more saturation per meal. I need to also level up my restaurant again so I can get even more saturation per meal. So I think I'll start working on that, trying to get this Gourmand, make these 32 cookies. That'll help. And I think I can go all the way down this tree. Maybe I'll just go to here. But also, I am curious: is this stacking or is this progression? So is this 10% and then it changes to 15%, or is this 10% and then it adds on another 15% and then it adds on 25%? So is this, does stuffer get you to 50% or does it only get you to 25%? I'm curious. Another thing I've noticed is my citizens are kind of capping out at 20
So,
stats.
what will it be for you?
Not him, he's new. But let's, for instance, let's find somebody real quick that we've had for a bit. Raylan.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, he's kind of capping out at 20 something stats. He has an intelligence of 19 also. Wow. I didn't realize he was that good. But is that kind of like where they stay, or as I get higher tier buildings, can those stats go even higher? Is that how it works? I'm honestly not sure, because it would be nice to, have my people keep progressing. I think I can do like the library where they can study and increase their intelligence, which then increases the speed they gain stats. So if that's something that will help, let me know. Next thing we're going to do while we wait for some buildings to build is we're going to bake a cake. You guys know that Minecraft parody? Let's bake a cake. Best one. But anyway, baking a cake will allow us to get the three milk buckets. It's going to allow us to get the citizen happiness upgrade. I don't know why this building's not done yet. What are you doing, Caleb? But we're going to be able to get the citizen happiness upgrade, which will allow us to have more productive citizens. And I think happiness directly increases skill growth as well. So this might also help them level past 25, get into the 30s. I don't even know if that's possible still. But happier citizens, you can't complain about that. This is a good time to show off just how effective putting the sugarcane farm up early was. It is not efficient like at all. It's super slow. But we've still gathered 855 pieces of sugarcane throughout playing, just because it's always running. So I am very happy that this is running, and Cody has finally finished his freaking thing there. So let's bake this cake. I think I have everything. I think I need an egg. What's the song go? Let's find some wheat and one egg now. A sweet, sweet treat. All we need is sugarcane. Let's bake a cake. Let's go. First cake baked. Let's get over here and get this happiness buff learned. Man, my citizens are going to be so happy. They're getting a circus. You don't sound very happy. They're getting a circus. They're getting some better food. They're getting a fisherman. They're going to be able to eat fish, kind of spice up their diet of bread and potatoes. They're going to get some meat. It's going to be awesome. We've finally done it over in the farming district. Every building is now operational. We have farmers, we have someone working on the chickens, we got someone working on the cows, and now someone is working with the sheep. I think she's gonna need some shears, but anyway, now what we can do is we can start to level up these buildings and start to expand. Like we have all this room down here to get more farms going. I think that's gonna be like number one priority is to get more farms such as wheat, and wheat, potatoes, carrots, and then maybe start growing some mine colony specific ingredients as well to start getting some of those more fancy foods. If we want to ever level up our buildings to above level 3, like our houses, I think we have to get fancier food or else they will complain. Over here at the apiary is going really well. We have gathered up 16 bottles of honey. I don't exactly know what we should use this honey for. The main thing I have it for, though, is for when people get smallpox. It takes honey and a golden apple to cure them, and that is quite expensive. The first time someone got that, I was panicked because I was like, "Oh, that sounds deadly." So I was running around and I found some honey, and then I was like, "Okay, I need a way where I can farm this stuff because I don't want people to keep dying over, you know, over not having honey." Thankfully, nobody did end up dying, and the smallpox didn't spread. We only had one citizen that ended up with smallpox, and we got it cured pretty quick. We're running into the issue again with couriers and not having enough couriers. Now that the farm area is opened up, they're spending a lot of time over there running stuff. So we might actually have to look into getting more couriers, or we need to figure out how we can increase their efficiency. So I think one thing we can do is there's a research that makes it so our citizens don't request stuff as often. Like they wait a little bit longer to request stuff until they have everything they think they're going to need, which will help. That way we can level our couriers up, and then they can just carry everything that that citizen needs at once instead of having to make multiple trips as they request it. Another thing we can do is we can build multiple warehouses. I don't exactly know how multiple warehouses will work together, but maybe in the farming district we build like a she's murdering that cow. Maybe we just build like a level 2 or level 1 warehouse and its own courier hut over here. I don't exactly know if that's the play, uh, but sometimes I do see these citizens taking this way around. They're walking around this way instead of taking the cart track. So maybe I just need to maybe I make like an underground subway, so with cart tracks going everywhere, like leading to every different type of building. Or maybe we just build the roads soon and get the cart tracks above ground. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it'd be cooler to have the cart tracks above ground and we see them riding around, or should it go below ground like a big subway network? I just learned something new about this builder hut, this one we've had for forever. There is an upstairs, and there's actually a rack upstairs. This is the best builder's hut. Like that other one, oh, there's another rack upstairs. It's just full of dirt. This builder hut is way, way better than Elsa's builder hut because you have those two big racks upstairs, and then we have downstairs, and we have big rack, big rack, big rack, little rack, little rack. Like there's so much storage in each of these builder huts, and that might not seem like a big deal, but that is pretty much just expanding the size of your warehouse. Because anything you can keep on hand in your builder, something you don't have to keep on hand in your warehouse. So that is so much better. And if you look, this building is bigger, but really not by that much. This one's longer. This one is, I guess it's like 2 times the size, but it's way, way better if you're going to level up a builder and have like a dedicated builder to be able to have all that storage. So maybe eventually we'll look at giving Elsa an upgrade, upgrading her to this style of builder hut. We haven't really built that much today, but we've done a lot. We've done a lot of preparing, a lot of planning, and we have finished up the start of the farming zone, or the, I don't even know. Maybe we should find a name for it. If you guys can think of a name for the city so we can stop calling it, farming district, let me know. And also if anyone wants to name the capital city, also let me know. We could just call it like Infernus City, but that's kind of lame. I would like to name each city differently. So this could be like Gelbin or something. I don't know. And this could be the Zigzagoon. I'm not sure. I don't know. Give your suggestions for the city names in the comments. Okay, level 2 blacksmith just finished, but for the stuff we want to do, we need to get this straight to level 3. It's going to take some green brick extra, racks, netherrack, brown brick extra, blast furnace. Okay, I might actually have to put a little bit of work into this. Let's see though. This is a good time to kind of show what we do here. So brown brick extra shingles with spruce planks and oak planks. Same thing with green, oak planks and spruce planks. So before we're even going to put in this build request, we're going to come over here and we're going to go to the custom recipes. We're only at 14 of 30. And for the shingle material, we're going to do that brown brick extra, select, and then we are going to do oak planks, selecting that, and then we are going to do spruce planks, and this right here is the way to do it. And then green brick extra, take that, and then oak planks. Because if one building requires this, something else in the future is probably going to require this. So setting these up as recipes, and then coming over to our little base of operations here, and our little hobbit hole in the ground. Not really a hobbit hole, but and then taking some bricks. Let's get some more of that cooked up. Taking some bricks and then actually getting this with some bulk is very nice. So, for instance, green dye. Okay, we don't have very much green dye, but we have a lot of brown dye, a lot of potential brown dye with all these cocoa beans. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just make 11 because that's actually going to be quite a bit. And then we'll throw these poppies in the masher here because this is going to get us green dye out of that. I need to find some cactus. But anyway, so we're going to take our brick and we are going to make the brown brick extra. We're just going to pop that. We're going to do all that we can and ding, 44. That's actually a lot because each time you build like a shingle, you get 4 out of it. So that's like 160 shingles. That should be more than enough for a while. And then we are going to do the same thing. Hopefully we're getting some green. We got one more green. That's really bad luck. But we're going to do the same thing with the green here. So we're going to go green, brick, extra. Pop that in. I mean, that's 12. That might honestly be enough. Did we get any more? We did not get any more. Okay. So we'll probably need some more green dye, but that's kind of how we've been doing it. Let's see if we have another way of getting green dye here. You know, what else can we mill up? So ferns is a 100% chance for green dye. Ah. We happen to have ferns, I believe. Yeah, we've got all the ferns. Let's go ahead and mill up 32 ferns and then we'll get that going. I'll be honest about something with the brick extra and all that. Before you get this auto crafting, it's probably the most unfun part of this mod pack is to have to make those manually. I'm going the wrong way. So I am so happy that we're able to get these things auto crafted. The first time I played through Minecolonies, I had no idea you could have these auto crafted. So it's honestly it's so amazing because now all we do is we just load this stuff up in the warehouse. They will only grab the pieces they need. You can see I've got like cobblestone extra, light blue, cyan. I've been doing this with other types as well. But they'll just grab the stuff they need and leave us alone because making that stuff is so annoying. Okay, but now that I have the little start to it, we're just going to go ahead and ting Carly in. So that should be enough shingles. Yeah, look at that, only 11 and 3. And then we're going to need to build some stuff manually still, like, let's see, blast furnace. We'll need smithing tables. We can take care of that. Cracked stone bricks, flint and steel. It's worth it, though. It's going to get us a level 3 blacksmith, which will unlock the mechanic research in our university. All right, so we actually need a lot of iron for this blacksmith. And I think I want to take from this, but I'm not going to take from this. We have this area over here. I'll show you that I want to get cleaned up. And I want to get this covered eventually. So we might venture down here, see if there's any iron to be had. just so we don't have to dip into that. The reason I want to save that iron ore is because that stuff can actually be used to level up our iron, our what am I trying to say? We can use that to level up our mine in general because it takes 120 something iron ore to get the next thing. I think it's a vein miner or fortune or whatever it's called in there. So maybe we'll just do it the old-fashioned way and run around to this cave. Oh, little mine shaft. We could use these rails. So yeah, we'll probably just try to run in here and not die. Gather this iron up so we can make anvils. We need 2 anvils is the reason. And anvils, as you know, are not cheap. These guys are harassing me. Get off me. I'm also very aware that I could get fortune and not fortune, sorry, silk touch and then silk touch. All the iron I need for those upgrades, which is probably what I'll end up doing. But I like the thought of trying to get it all done just from the, our miner gathering the materials. Okay, okay, we take this. Hey, we like that. We get ink, we get rails, we get, a new name tag for 4th phase. That's amazing. Right, this mine shaft has been so nice to find. I've found a lot of iron everywhere. There's chains, so we don't have to craft as many chains. There's string if we ever need more string. Just look at all this iron just everywhere. This is amazing. Okay, that's enough of this place for now. We're going to go ahead and... Oops, that's teleport. We're going to go ahead and recall right out of here. And pop back into our bed. So that's kind of what I've been doing when I go mining. I just find a place. Normally I bring torches. I forgot to that time. Find a place, mine it up, and then just teleport out. It's that recall spell is so convenient. All right, we're gonna end the video off today with placing our fisher. I think placing it like right here on this gravel area would be the coolest. So let's go ahead and get out our build tool, craftsmanship, no agriculture, husbandry, fisher's hut. I think regular fisherman is what we were going for. And let's get this out there. I like the idea of having like this little dock area. Yeah, like this, and then we walk up, walk on the dock. Oh, is this still too far? Let's see if it'll let us place it. Okay, it will. Sweet. So we'll walk up. They'll be able to walk onto the dock and then start fishing. So we're going to get this built. I think this might take a little bit of time because it's in the water. I don't know how my builders are going to do with that, but we're going to go ahead and queue Elsa up on the building. Takes coarse dirt, barrels, spruce, sand. The sand is something we might not have available in there, but everything else we have plenty of. Actually, speaking of sand, I mean, if we need some sand real quick, I think it was 5 pieces. Bam, just got 5 pieces of sand. Oh, and we got clay down here. We love clay. All right, but now pretty much all we have left is to wait for a bunch of stuff to be built. I'm going to do some more resource gathering as we wait. I've been chunking through all my iron, and we're actually almost out of cobblestone. So we're going to do some of that. But next time we come back, we'll have this built, and then we'll be ready to build a lot of the other buildings like the crusher and the glass blower and all of that in the mechanic hut. So I'm pretty excited. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.